And for those of you on the stream, we are here. Hello and welcome to the fifth and final game of our first ever Midweek Madness event. Team Viper versus Team Daut. It is 2-2. It is tied up. And we are here with Sudden Death for our final match. It's also on Socotra, which is the map that we're seeing right now. I believe it's Socotra. I don't know if it's pronounced maybe differently. It probably is because I can't apparently pronounce anything in this game. But that means that the map is very, very small. Players are very close together, as you know, probably about 80% of the, well, maybe not 80, maybe like 70% of the map is water around the edge, and they cannot access this water. It is stoned out, and that means they have to go full land, and they are in a very tiny ring in the center of the map. Judd once again by Nobody41, and he's going to be casting this final game with me as well.
I'm so excited for this game. Sudden Death is absolutely my favorite game mode out of all the game modes. Regicide, King of the Hill, Sudden Death is my favorite. And it's my favorite because it's like Regicide, but it's like so much more high stakes. You can't hide your town centers. Players know where your town centers are. And I just might add that Socotra is the perfect map for Sudden Death because it's so aggressive. It's so close together. We could see players going down just left and right with the rush distance between these players.
Absolutely. The rush distance is so short. It's brilliant. But yeah, this is the whole idea of the last game. If it gets to the fifth and final game, I mean, you have to have a sudden death. I think that's just cool. But yeah, this sudden death mode is basically on the AoE HD expansions, and essentially, I saw this explained by someone in the chat, and I think it was a very nice explanation. It's like Regicide, but instead of having a king, your town center is the king. You can only make one or have one town center, and if your town center dies, you are eliminated from the game. It's as simple as that. So, on this kind of map, on this kind of game mode, what are we expecting to see?
We can see anything in this game mode. We can see infantry rushes. Siege monk rushes are pretty good. Petard rushes, like, don't laugh at me. Petard rushes are legitimately one of the most OP strategies you could see in Sudden Death. So do expect to see some Petard rushes.
All right, so let's see what we've got for the teams then. For Team Viper, we have got Viper himself, and he is playing in the pocket position for his team. He's in the green as the Goths. To his south, his teammate, the 1600 rookie, is IdaFix512. He is playing as the Koreans. And to the north, Viper's second teammate, the intermediate player, or the higher level player, is Andoran, playing as the Byzantines in the yellow. That's Team Viper. They are to the left of the map. On the right side of the map, in the flank position at the far south, we have Daut playing in the teal as the Magyars. Their pocket player is King Marv. He's playing in the blue as the Malay. And finally, to the north of the map, we have their final player, the intermediate player, is Squeak. Or I guess I wouldn't say I've been calling them intermediate / high level. It's hard to say. I mean, I would say that Squeak is a high level player, but he's not anywhere near the level of Viper, for example. So maybe it's fair to say he's a high-level player and Viper's an expert player, but I think for the sake of ease, it's easy to call Marv, like, beginner, and then Squeak intermediate, and Viper expert. I don't know. What do you think about that?
I think to be like most accurate, probably expert, high intermediate, and then intermediate for the 1600s, because 1600 is actually pretty hard to get to. Most people don't get there. But, sure. I mean, it's all relative. You could say high, medium, low. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, I mean, it's basically high, medium, and low. Relative to, like, if you look outside of this game, obviously King Marv and IdaFix are well above the average HD player, for example. But since they're 1600 on Voobly, they're still considered like rookies, basically. You know, relative to the whole grand scheme of things, I suppose. Anyway, look at this. Viper here into the feudal age first, or second even, but coming in with the Trush. And it looks like Viper's team might have a little bit of a plan then. Viper in the pocket position, trushing Squeak. That's really unusual, and that says to me that they've got some kind of a plan up their sleeves here. There's no way Viper would trush the flank from pocket if they didn't have something up their sleeve.
Normally, a pocket trush is very unusual. However, Socotra is basically like a 2-player map size, even though we're on an 8-player map size.
Yeah.
King Marv is playing this like he's like he's in a regular map. like he's going to do a night rush or something, because he's going up to the castle age, might be looking for a fast castle. But no, the Viper realizes there's no rush distance. I'm going to go rush the hell out of these players right away.
Yeah, and Squeak gonna lose a villager here as he tries to put a defensive tower up. The nice thing about these towers for Viper, they cover both of the stone mines of Squeak. So this is really nice. A third tower from Viper coming up as well, and that's gonna be covering both of the gold mines of Squeak. And Viper just gonna try and stranglehold his opponent away from his resources. On the other side of the map, look at this. Idefix, the 1600, getting Trushy onto Daut right now. Daut has no defensive tower in position, and Idefix is throwing up 3 towers to the left of Daut's base. I can't believe that he's trushing Daut. This is fantastic. Daut has 1 defensive tower coming up, but he has no stone income right now as he starts making 3 scouts from the stable. Idefix coming forward with some spears, though. What a play from our 1600 player right here. Bringing it to Daut right now.
The Vipers team absolutely had a plan going into this game. They took into account this might go down to the last game, and Socotra, a great map for tower rushing. I don't think scouts are nearly as good, so I think towers, really great strategy from this team.
Okay, I've got a question right now. If the pocket player, Viper, is trushing the flank, and Idefix is trushing the other flank, what's Andoran doing?
Where is it?
Andoran is Viper's flank player, but he's
Oh my
fast
God.
castling. He's
my
fast
God.
castling with the blacksmith in a market.
And that's weird too. He's going with Blacksmith Market, and he's taking plenty of stone. I think he's going to get a castle up. If he drops a castle right on... Oh my god, this is such great strategy. If he drops a castle right on top of Squeak, where his towers are, it's going to be GG.
Oh my god, yeah, he could tower the TC and basically take it out with a castle. So... Andoran is actually going, but why would Viper not do the fast castle? Why Andoran? Andoran's playing as the Byzantines. Byzantines, cheap Imperial Age. Do you think he's gonna try and go like for a fast Imperial?
I don't think so. I'm looking at his resource. Oh wait, I'm in the wrong one. I don't know. He's got a lot of gold coming in. That's a lot of gold.
A lot of gold.
He doesn't have a lot
He's
of
got
food,
nowhere
though.
near enough food. Yeah, he's got nowhere near enough food. If he was doing a fast Imperial, we would expect a lot more villagers as well. But yeah, I mean,
Either
yeah,
way,
I think he just wants the castle up, to be honest. But even still, I mean, obviously, yeah, I do think that the Byzantines are still going to be a great civ to do this with anyway, if it's a castle drop. Obviously, extra HP on fortifications is going to help, but even still, just getting petards out maybe could be enough to end things.
If it was my team, I would want the Viper to go up with his towers and do the tower rush, because he's going to know exactly how to do a tower rush. I know Andoran probably knows how to do a tower rush, but the Viper's probably got more experience here, so I would want him to do that.
Well, I would say as well, Daut, with his 6 scouts, done a lot of damage. He's actually killed a few villagers of Viper here on the wood line at the front. That's really nice. Viper's team very much all in on this. Look at Idefix. He's actually building a ring of towers around Daut's base. He's pushed Daut away from the stone. That's incredible. King Marv, though, is up to the castle age. The Malay player here, King Marv, of course, going up super quick. That's probably why he took the Malay. And he's building walls in the center of the map. But there's nowhere near enough stone for a castle from him. So that's... Oh, wait, no. He's already building a castle, sorry. And that's in front of Squeak's base. This could actually throw a spanner in the works for Viper's team. If Andoran wanted to castle drop Squeak's TC, well, there's a castle already there from King Marv, because Andoran is a much later to the castle age. It's the castle coming up on the hill from Andoran right now.
Thank God King Marv has got the right counter strategy in mind, and he's playing as the Malay. He's able to get the castle up much sooner. So,
well, I do think that, sorry to interrupt, I do think that Andoran could have come forward and actually put the castle on Daut's base instead, because Idefix actually has got a full circle of towers here.
yeah, it's true. That could be a big miscalculation from this team. Yeah, absolutely. That could have been GG right there.
But King Marv with the defensive castle will delay things over there on that north side, which is going to mean that, you know, a petard rush is going to be very ineffective, and it's not going to happen, basically.
Look at Andoran's resources. He actually has enough food. He has enough food to go with
Oh my God.
and make trebuchets.
Oh my god. Well, was I right? He's actually going to go for a fast Imperial. Yeah, look at this. He's idling his TC. His TC is actually idle right now. He's not spending any food. He's got his castle, and he just needs a little bit more food. And he's going in. He's clicked it. That's the Byzantines for you. And as soon as he gets imp, what's he gonna do? He's gonna move his villagers to stone, to wood and to gold, and he's just gonna make trebs.
That town center is already in treb range. It doesn't matter. We're gonna have to see a player take out one of these players on the Vipers team really quickly if they want to stay in this game, because we know that Squeak is gonna go down pretty quickly here.
Wow, Squeak right now, I mean, probably feeling fairly safe with these 2 castles right here. He's like, oh, I've got 2 castles, no problem. Oh no, not if Andorian has Trebs out. Trebs in this game, that's going to be a game-changing, to say the least. Daut, though, still doing so much damage with his Scout Cavalry, but I almost think that it's not going to matter at this point. The damage from these Scouts is going to be nothing if they lose their TC to a couple of Trebs as soon as he reaches Imperial.
King Marv has a response, though. He's going in with P-Tards now. He's not going in. He's making P-Tards.
Where is he?
Oh, shit. He's switching to Karambit Warriors, though.
Okay, he's making Karambits.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Oh, well, I like the P-Tard choice.
I liked P-Tards as well, but I mean, how effective are P-Tards versus Trebs?
Castle, they could take the castle out.
Oh, well, I mean, he's going to need a lot of P-Tards to do that. He's not got the eco to do that.
In fact, it'd probably be better. He could actually, go around, go through the palisade and destroy the town center of Andorian. I've seen it done before.
Maybe. I've seen it done with Showtells, but with Karambits, the Karambits are just too weak, in my opinion. They have like 4 attack. They're like a militia. They're super, super weak. The advantage of the Karambit is that, okay, they're super cheap. He can make a lot of these guys. Maybe he could snipe the Trebs with the Karambits. That could work. But it's still, I don't think the Karambits are going to be a game-winning move. I don't think they're going to be able to run under a TC and snipe it. I just don't think they do the damage for it.
Well, what I would have liked to see was maybe a sneaky P-Tard rush with both these castles here, but it looks like we're not going to see that. What I meant to say was,
would be great.
I thought King Marv could have made P-Tards and snuck around on the north side, taking out...
Oh, yeah, with P-Tards, absolutely, yeah. I agree. I thought you meant with the Karambits. I don't think that would work with the Karambits, but with P-Tards, it definitely would. Daut and Squeak. Daut actually going forward with his scouts. Squeak with some Janissary here. Andorian defending. Look at this, though. Andorian's mostly on wood and on gold at the moment. And he's about to hit the Imperial. He is in the Imperial Age. He's got 2 trebuchets queued up. The 2 trebs are coming out. Are they going to have an answer to these trebs right here?
We're going to have to see how these Karambits do against these trebuchets. They need to take down the trebuchet right away, and we have to see repairs come in from Squeak. Meantime, Scouts and Janissaries are in. They're crippling Andorian's economy.
That Treb is deploying on the hill. Will it matter if Andorian has no economy, if they are out of the game? The first trebuchet shot coming in right now. It hits the TC. It is in range, and that is a huge chunk of damage. Viper coming in with the villagers, walling in the trebuchet to make sure that whatever units come out, that trebuchet is going to be safe. And King Marb so far has not released the Karambits. Out they come, but the town center is already on fire. Squeak is not bringing in the repairs. The Karambits are moving forward. Viper cannot wall it up. Can he take the Treb down before the TC goes down? It's too late. The Treb will fall, but not before the town center goes down here. And will the Treb even fall? Okay, yeah, he's gonna take the Treb.
What a huge misplay from Squeak, not repairing his town center up in time. There's no excuse for not repairing that town center.
Absolutely not. Squeak didn't realize maybe that his TC was under fire from a Treb. And now it's gone. He's out of the game. It's 3v2. King Marv and Daut, they have it all to do right here. As Daut is still of the feudal age. How is he going to be able to deal with this? Thankfully, King Marv is castle. He does have his Karambit warriors, but there's 2 more trebuchets out on the field right now, and I'm really worried that they could just come in and just kill Daut's TC, because Daut has no protection. The towers from Idefix are scattered around. This is just such a great plan. It's a masterful plan by Viper's team, and you can tell they went into this with the strategy.
This game isn't over, though. These Karambit warriors can pick off these trebuchets. They can go for a TC snipe. They do have some okay upgrades. They have +2 armor done. Perhaps if we see a few more upgrades, maybe arsons, they can go in for a town center snipe, maybe on the Viper.
Andorian with the Cataphract, though. Oh my god, what a perfect unit, if there ever was one, to deal with Karambits. That one Cataphract took down 4 Karambits and walked out alive. If Andorian makes like 3 Cataphract, he could probably kill this entire army. Like, that's amazing. Cataphract are so good against infantry units like this. They have no attack bonus versus cavalry, and they do so little damage that these Cataphracts are probably just going to clean this army up, no sweat. That's brilliant.
Finally, finally, King Marv is coming with some petards. Maybe he's going to go for that sneak.
Oh, yeah.
We have to see this team pull off some sort of sneaky move to be able to win this game. You're not going to be able to win it in a straight-up fight.
There's a hole in the wall. He just got to get them through. How many does he need to take down a TC? I mean, well, this is a Byzantine TC as well, so it actually has more HP.
Might need 6 or 7.
He's gonna need, more than the normal amount to take the TC out. So maybe going for, well, he has to go for Andoran. Andoran is the biggest threat right now. If he can petard down his TC before Andoran can deploy his trebs and take down another town center, that is gonna be great. But the trebs are moving out. He's got 3 trebuchets now. King Marv has to destroy the TC of Andoran before these trebuchets kill the TC of Daut. Wow, how intense is this? This is amazing.
Now you know why I love sudden death. I hope to God these petards get there. We're gonna see the 7th petard come out. I think it's gonna need a minimum of 7, but he's gonna have to completely be undetected going for that town center.
Well, not only undetected, but he can't lose anything to the castle either,
Yeah.
so he's got to run past the castle. Meanwhile, the trebuchets, they are coming in. Daut, he can see his doom. Viper coming out with his villagers to repair the trebuchets, to stop them from going down. He's repairing Andoran's trebuchets here, as the 3 of them deploy onto Daut's town center. If they deploy, Daut is GG. Well, he knows it. He's calling it. Daut's resigned.
Oh, what a shame.
Oh, man. Well, it was gonna happen.
Well, King Marv is moving out with his petards. He's gonna
The castle,
straight
though.
past the castle, yeah.
The castle's killing the petards before he can get out. And basically, well, I mean, he's gonna do his best, but with 5 petards? 4 petards? There's no way that that's gonna work. 3 petards. Boom. He took nearly half the HP, but it's not enough. And with that, Viper's team is gonna win.
I think that's it. I think that was the play. That was the
Wow.
petard rush.
King Marv all alone. There's no one here beside him. Both Daut and Squeak eliminated. And King Marv's got it all to do. But he didn't have enough petards for the rush, and he's calling GG. There you have it.
Wow.
Sudden death. What a great strategy from Viper. I mean, that's the thing about sudden death. It might be very short, it might be very quick, but it's all about the strategy.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
That does sound like a terrible, terrible, like, innuendo.
I wasn't paying attention.
Like, I just realized what I said. That, yeah. But anyway, it's all about the strategy.
Why don't we
You
have,
know,
like,
it's about how you use it.
We need an innuendo, I think we need an innuendo emote or something like that. That's the one thing we don't have.
Yeah. I wonder who put that strat together. The Fast Imperial from the Byzantine player was so smart. And the fact that they, used the pocket player to trush with, that was fantastic. Super good.
Yeah,
would this strategy work on Conquest? Well, it might. But the problem with Conquest is that you can rebuild. You might have 3 TCs by the time that Fast Imperial comes in.
This isn't a standard map either. This map is ridiculously small.
The map also really works with this game mode because it forces the engagement early. If
you have to have a small map or like a really open map. If you get players walling up, it's just going to take forever.
Yeah, exactly. And in a normal map, it's the whole map. So the rush distance is huge compared to this, where everyone's basically on top of each other. But yeah, well played to Viper's team. I've got to say, I mean, both teams played so well this event, and I've really enjoyed these games. It is just a bit of fun at the end of the day. It's nothing too serious, but it was enjoyable nonetheless. And thank you for coming to cast with me as well. It's been a good time, and I hope everyone in the chat has also enjoyed the stream.
Absolutely, this has been a pleasure. These have been incredible games. I can't believe how good these games have been.
I'm just more surprised that it worked. Like when Carlini was like, "All right, let's take an expert. Let's put them with 2 like lower rated players and one lower rated player and 1 noob." Like, yeah, let's see about let's see. but it worked so well. Like the teams ended up being super fair, and we didn't just see Viper and Daut dominating as well. So, I mean, I was really pleased with that. It was awesome.